You already have heard on the expression bursting at the seams, which in the Portuguese language also seams can be translated as thief, which is an expression that people use when something's happening to excess. There were so many people at the party that they were bursting at the seams, or in the Portuguese, thief. And this expression has nothing to do with those who practice crime, with the person who steals a mobile phone and later goes and drink some beer with the money that they stole. This thief, in this expression, has to do with the hydraulic world. It's a tube that there is at the top of a water tank, that when the water tank, for some reason, a problem happens and starts to overflow, so as a security measure, there's a tube that's called the thief that leads the water out, that there may not be a flood. So, bursting at the thief at the seams. So there must be escape, it must come out from somewhere. And this is exactly what happens to the human being as well. When they let escape through their mouth what is overflowing in their hearts. Jesus spoke about that. But those things which proceed out of the mouth come from the heart, and they defile a man. For out of the heart proceed evil thoughts. Pay attention. Check if you're going through some of these problems currently, some of these symptoms. First symptom, evil thoughts. Do you fight against evil thoughts? Have you been bombarded by evil thoughts? So, they have an origin there in the heart, according to the Lord Jesus. Murders. And murders here in all the sense of the word. How many people think on death? They're obsessed about death, either their own death or someone else. Maybe they don't have the courage, the action to execute this desire to murder someone. But inside of them, they say, "Oh, if I could." They are feeding thoughts of death, of murder. Also has its origin in the heart. Adulteries, this I won't need to dissect. Fornications, thefts, which are not only when you take possession of something that is not yours, materially speaking, but sometimes you steal the credit of someone at your workplace. They contributed for something, they gave a wonderful idea that worked very well, and then you go to the boss and you claim the credit for their idea. Or someone else, a colleague that has no access to the boss, but you've stolen the credit of their idea to yourself. There are many ways of thefts. There are many who steal even God. Even God speaks about it. Will a man rob God? Yet you have robbed me. But you say, in what we have robbed you? In tithes and offerings. Was not the church or man, was God who you stole from. So there are people there who even steal from God. False witnesses, which is lying, is when you say something which is a lie, is false, to help you to get something. You lie, either to help someone or yourself. You put a false witness in the story, which is one of the 10 commandments, which deals about it. You're not gonna give false witness, which is a lie, is a type of murder. You can kill someone with the mouth when you lie about the person. You destroy their reputation. False witnesses, blasphemies, the person blaspheme against God, against the things of God. So these are the things that defile a man. These things defile a man. So many people today, they are bursting at the seams, which is the thief in the Portuguese language, which is the mouth, the abundance of their heart. They keep on speaking nonsense, silly things. Social media is a classic example of this. It's a clear example. You only need to check the social medias. You're gonna check in there, see in there people spilling comments, hatred, certain thoughts that maybe in person with someone they wouldn't say that. But the invisibility behind the screens allows people to spill what is inside of them there more than when they are in person. So social media shows that people spilling their hatred, their grudges, their bad thoughts. But also in the daily life, you might have dealt with people who are very vocal with their complaints. People who are always murmuring, complaining, pointing out flaws, mistakes. If it was me, I wouldn't do like that. The person is also criticizing, is always spilling some sort of bad feelings through the mouth, coming out through the thief, because their heart is so full with these feelings that they cannot hold themselves but to speak. They throw shots everywhere. They curse, they drop hints. Again, social medias became a wonderful place for people to drop hints. So what is happening to you? If this is you, let's talk about you now. Let's speak about us. Think about you. Don't think about people that you know or who you see in social media. Think about you now. If you, at this moment, in these days that you are living in, or time to time, if you see yourself spilling by the thief, by the mouth, words, expressions that are negative, bad ones, criticism, gossips, you dropping hints, you bad mouthing someone, and etc. If you have been doing that, you must know that your heart is full with bad feelings. And that's why you're spilling out these bad feelings through the mouth. When the water comes out through the thief, the water of the water tank starts escaping through the thief, the plumber, the professional in the area, knows that something's wrong. He has to fix the problem because the thief is in there, but it's not to be used. It's just an emergency mechanism. So if there's water coming out through the thief, so there is a water and financial loss. So the plumber has to act. So if you see that through the mouth, these bad words, comments are coming out, so you cannot think that that is normal. Neither do as others do by glorifying those things, saying, I do it, yes, I do that. They are proud on saying things that only harm or hurt people. So you have to look at your heart because your heart is so contaminated, so full, that is coming out through the mouth. So what do you have to do? You have to do a spiritual, emotional cleansing. Forgive who you have to forgive, those who hurt you. You have to watch, because it might be that you are focusing too much on the flaws of people. You are focusing too much on what people is doing wrong. I can't bear so-and-so. But you don't stop speaking about so-and-so. But you keep on following the person to find all mistakes. Look what they did. Look what they said. You can bear, but at the same time, you don't stop on following them. You don't stop on looking at them. Those who cannot bear, they let go of that. They want a distance from that. Maybe you are obsessed. You are passionate, a crazy passion about the person because you say you cannot bear it. Yes or no? So watch. Cleanse your heart because it's so bad. Between us here, don't tell anybody. This is so bad. when your mouth becomes a tube for escape, to come out only dirt, negative things, is so bad. Maybe people who are by you, who still stand by you, is because they don't have a choice, because they are family members, spouse, children. They have to be with you. They have nowhere else to go. But without noticing, you're keeping them away because of this way of yours on behaving. So Jesus dropped the hint. More than washing our hands, more than cleaning the house, we have to clean the heart every day. This is every day, sometimes even more than once a day. Sometimes I catch myself and I say, Jesus, keep my heart, clean my heart, because I don't want any feeling to stain my heart, neither those who come out of my mouth. So let's shut this thief. Let's make no use of this thief, at least on our personal life. We can do that. Don't forget it.
Did you like this? Would you like to hear it again? Listen to it as many times as you need until this content becomes part of you. Don't forget to leave your like, comment, and share. See you next time.